order senators to refund pensions collected as ex-governors. The Federal High Court in Ikoyi has asked the federal government to recover pensions and allowances received by former and serving senators as ex-governors. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project (C0URT) disclosed the landmark judgment in a tweet on Wednesday. The group sued the federal government in 2017 over its failure to stop former governors from receiving double pay and life pensions. And from the Twitter page of C0URT, saying, "We've obtained a landmark judgment from the Federal High Court ordering Nigerian governors to recover life pensions collected by Saraki, Akpabio, others, and directing the AGF to challenge the legality of state pension laws permitting former governors to collect such pensions." It also sued the government for failing to seek the recovery of over 40 billion naira unduly received by the former governors who are now serving senators and ministers. Other individuals named by C0URT as beneficiaries of the policy are Rabiu Kwankwaso, Theodora Oji, Abdullahi Adamu, Sam Egu, Shaba Lafiaji, Joshua Dariye, Jonah Jang, Ahmed Sani Yerima, Danjuma Goje, Buka Abba Ibrahim, Adamu Alero, George Akume, Biodun Olujimi, Eyinaya Hakot Abaribe, Rotimi Ameachi, Kayode Fayemi, Chris Ngige, and Babatunde Fashola. The court made an order directing Abubakar Malami, the Attorney General of the Federation, to institute appropriate legal actions to challenge the legality of state laws permitting former governors who are now senators and ministers to enjoy governors' emoluments while drawing normal salaries and allowances in their new political offices. The court adjourned till February 3rd, 2020 for a report of compliance with the judgment by the federal government. Recently, the Zamfara State House of Assembly abolished a law that allowed the payment of pension and other allowances to former governors and their deputies. C0URT says it will not relent until the judgment is fully enforced and all state governors abolish the life pension law in their states. Honestly, I don't even know where to start from because, it's a kind of a mixed reaction. And we really thank God for this. We appreciate C0URT. They've been on this thing for some time now. And people have been saying is, even when people are walking on the street, when people are in their home, when people are, in a gathering, everybody will just be talking about what is happening in the country. And this same ex-governors and what have you, they will be there. They will be making some statements. They will be telling you, oh, you have to sacrifice, you have to do this. Nigerians, always blaming Nigerians, always blaming the masses. The so-called Fashola, to all of them will come as people who with a high intelligence. At the end of the day, they collect double salary. They cannot even tell even people who really proposed that bill or that made it a law that they should be collecting how many houses in Abuja, how many houses in Lagos and all of that. Because you sat for 4 years, at maximum 8 years. Then what happens to, and they see all these pensioners who have worked for 30 years, 35 years. And yet to pay them their salary is a difficult thing. What did they even take home with? 30,000 naira that we are talking, that even the federal government is priding itself, and the NLC that do not even know themselves. They are priding themselves because they've negotiated 30,000 naira. What is 30,000 naira compared to what these guys are taking? And they will be telling Nigerians that you guys are not enduring. You just want, things to be quickly fixed. And meanwhile, you guys are collecting stupendous salaries and allowances. You just sat for 4 years, at maximum 8 years, and you are collecting pension. Even Akpabio too, 100 million naira for medical this thing every year as an ex-governor. You can imagine that kind of a thing. And the people in that state, do they really have a place they can call hospital? Even the one they build, is it really functioning? Honestly, when some people are just cursing all these people, raining curses on them, you just like, oh, maybe it is hate speech. Now we are talking about hate speech. What brought about hate speech in the first place? They are not tackling that. What is making people to be angry? Especially the masses. Let's even forget about all these political elites that make some kind of statement that they are always hanging on. What about your actions that are causing people to die day in, day out? Somebody will just do 8 years and will be collecting this kind of salary, and they will see they are recycling themselves, and that's why they cannot talk. That is why they cannot talk. Even what is happening in the country, majority of them cannot even say anything because they know what they are benefiting. Those are the people that they will be telling you, oh, Nigeria must be together. All these people, ask them, interview them. They will tell you Nigeria is sweet. They will tell you Nigeria is okay. That the people calling for breakup of Nigeria, they are the enemy of this country. And meanwhile, they are the enemies of this country. How can you be receiving that kind of salary? Nigerians have been wailing. They have been talking. Even in the market, people will be talking. But who is going to initiate this whole thing? Everybody will just be talking. We appreciate Sarah for standing, on this matter because it is abnormal. Our country is the headquarters of, people living in abject poverty. And our politicians are the richest politicians in the whole world. Other countries that you see the masses, from Africa, especially Nigeria, going to other countries in their numbers. Go to that country, see the way the country is when you talk about development, it's just far apart. And go and check what their politicians are receiving. Go and check what their politicians are receiving compared to what our politicians who are presiding over the people living in extreme poverty in the whole world. These are the people they are leading, they are presiding over. And you guys, you are living in affluence. And they will be telling you, oh, the closure of border is the right thing to do. This and this and this and that. How can you be collecting such salary? Even what they are collecting apart from pension, it's outrageous. It's really outrageous. And just like Sarah has said, they are going to follow this thing through until everything will be done accordingly, because they will not go and sleep, because these people, they will, before you know, you will be hearing some things, because they will want to sweep all of those things under the carpet. They wouldn't want to go along with the judgment. Like Sarah said, it will not relent until the judgment is fully enforced and all state governors abolish the life pension law in their state. For what? Just work for 8 years. Even while they are there, what do? Beautiful nonsense. Beautiful nonsense. At the end of the day, go and ask all of them, those ones, the ex-governors, the state of their the state of their state, how they left the state in the first place, and the lifestyle of the people, the standard of living of the people, the state they led. How are the people faring? Go and ask. Death upon death. Another governor will come in and will be complaining, oh, I met a lot of atrocities on ground. I have to clear the mess here and there. That's what they're going to be talking. Even those ones, maybe they are disguising to be able to get their own, so that it won't be as if they are going to put all the blames on them. Majority of them will come, all those new governors, they will come at, oh, this is what I met on ground. Oh, things are not working. And meanwhile, that one that is collecting pension, that has worked for 8 years, the new one is complaining that you did rubbish, you did nonsense, that he doesn't even know where to start from, and you are collecting pension onto what? Check the poverty level of the masses in that state that they have governed. This Nigeria is where abnormality is the order of the day. Just the abnormality. If you try to do the right thing, the same masses will still come for you. Everybody is just used to not doing the right thing. Majority of the people, let me not categorize, majority of the people, because majority of them don't even know. From the angle of the masses, they don't even know that the so-called people they are defending are doing the service to them. They don't know that they have been shortchanged, because these people will come and be telling them all cock and bull stories. But the ones that know their rights, once they are speaking, they will not allow them to speak. The next thing is say, oh, it is hate speech, because they don't want you to speak, because they don't want you to expose the atrocities they have been committing. That is where it has landed on ALL0WANCES, because he's speaking, and you can imagine people telling him to shut up, that he deserves what he's getting. He deserves what he's getting. So kudos to Sarah. And just like they have said, they should not relent, because these people, with all they have gotten, they will want to fight back. They will want to fight back. Work for 8 years and you are collecting pension for life. And mind you, they don't skip all this their money. They don't skip it. They pay them as at when due. But the peanuts, the mega salary they are paying the workers, they will not be able to do it. They will come and tell you, oh, 30,000 naira is too much. The former governor of Zamfara that started complaining that he has not been receiving his pension, his upkeep, 10 million naira every month. I could remember around before he handed over, before He finished his tenure this year. When they were going back and forth, when the federal government and the NLC were going back and forth, and at the end of the day, they had to go and meet with the governors. The same man, the same governor was saying they could not pay 30,000 naira. It is not easy for them to pay 30,000 naira. And now you want to collect 10 million naira upkeep. Thank God that they have already abolished that pension. And it has to cut, it has to be replicated in all other states. How can that be? Even the same thing, Edo State, Lagos State, the same thing. And these are the people they will come out. And people will still be inviting them to come and lecture. And you are collecting such salaries and you are not bothered. You are not bothered. That is to tell you, these people, they don't have conscience. They have no conscience. Because if they have conscience, they will not embark on that. People who have conscience will not behave that way. You not wait for people to even tell you or a group of people to write petition against you or take you to court. You are the one that's supposed to say, no, this thing is not done. They will pass the bill and you'll be happy. You want to form ignorance. Oh, you don't know that it is not you that initiated that bill. And the so-called House of Representatives, whether it is half of the House of Assembly in all those states, I don't even know how come they just come together and be passing such bill. And the people will not even do anything. People will not say anything. And that is where we're having problem. After voting these people in, we don't say anything until the next election. We start complaining. We are supposed to be watching them bumper to bumper, be close to them, see their activities every day. We have few people that are doing that, but their voices are not heard. That is just the problem. The people who really have the voice, the masses, most of them are even ignorant of what is happening. They don't even know what these people are doing to them. We just have few people that will be talking, but their voices are so down, so low, you can't even hear them. The ones who do not know much about what is happening, those are the people that you'll just be hearing their voices all over the place, and they don't even know the wrong things that these governors, these politicians have done to them in the first place. That's just my own opinion, and a lot of people are really already reacting to this judgment. Someone say, let's see the execution of the judgment. Nigeria is a funny country. I like this. It has made my day. Haha, some people will use 35 years in service and they pay them rubbish money. Awesome, very fundamental judgment. I pray the office of the AGF will do the needful and not play politics with it. So exactly my thoughts. Exercise in futility. Great, that's the right direction. It is one of the ways of revamping our economy. We need more of this. God bless Nigeria. Good, the judiciary are working and progress of Nigeria is moving forward. Why make Okorocha your cover story? This is junk journalism. Talking about the article. Good one. This judgment will henceforth make ministerial appointments unappealing to ex-governors, which is one of the benefits of restructuring. This is a landmark judgment and historic milestone, restoring hope for four out of nation of the masses, consisting of destitute, hopeless, defenseless, mediocre, non-entity, among others. Someone say, very good. When civil servants are still dragging for 30,000 naira, some people are busy collecting double pay. Wow, very good. The courts are now living up to their position, living up their position. The Sarakis, the Bafarawas, and the Makafis, the Kwankwaso, the Yerimas, etc. should all be made to pay if they receive any such payments. Well done, Serap. This is bold. This is without fear. I love this judgment. And what will the penalty if ex-governors don't return these monies? Death penalty. I move a motion on the floor of the masses that the monies recovered be used to fix our roads and give us electricity. I hope so and I pray so. So guys, what do you think about this judgment? That these ex-governors should refund all the money they have collected. Should they even, end in that, or their salaries and their allowances should be reviewed, or we just say, okay, this is a good step in the right direction. Maybe after this they will continue with other things that are not even normal. So guys, leave your comments below in the comment section. Thank you very much. Bye.